Oh, I might put those back on, it's quite bright. Hey, Damo here, Charter Connection Fishing Charters and the Charter Vessel Diversity, bringing you another top catch bait and tackle fishing report. And if, like me, you're looking out there and thinking, hey, that looks pretty fishy, well, you're damn well right. We're certainly very lucky to be living where we are and to have this right on our very doorsteps. Anyway, I won't harp on about things like that, and excuse me while I fire my sunnies back on because it is quite bright. It's the end of the day here on Thursday, and it has been a week of big fish. This week we have had fish up to 10 kilos come from the Coromandel Peninsula, the area of ground between Anchorite and Horn Rock up on what I call the squiggles. There's a lot of seagrass through there, and there's actually quite a lot of everything through there except reef. Well, not that I know about. And but through that area and basically in a triangle through there, there has been a lot of big fish. The biggest fish has come in 60 metres of water out of Square Top Island off the top of Coromandel. Square Top is the flat little island at the eastern end of the Colville Channel, and that has been where we've been predominantly spending our time. It's at one of the areas of the Hauraki Gulf that I call the gates, and I wrote about this years ago for the New Zealand Fishing News about these gates or the gateways for the fish, and they basically come through three areas when they come in. They come in through the Colville Channel. That is a very predominant area that they come in through. This year they seem to be going through there quicker than they come through the other two gates. They come through the Jellicoe Channel, which is in between Lee and Little Barrier, if you like, and then they come through the Craddock Channel, which is in between Little Barrier and Great Barrier. So fishing those areas in the early part of the season is obviously a very smart thing to do, because they are the gates, and if you're at the gate before the fish, or I was going to say cows, before the fish spill into the Hauraki Gulf, which is basically the paddock, then that's a good place to be. It makes sense to fish there. That's why we fish there. That's probably why you should fish there, and that's where you'll probably find a lot of these big spring fish. The biggest fish that we're getting, and we've had a lot of big fish this week, like I said, 6 and 7 kilo fish are common, and up to 10 kilos this week. I'll throw some photos up at the end so you know I'm not talking a whole feet of arse, so you can see what's actually going on there. But what we're finding is predominantly male fish, dark chins, quite a long sort of slopey head. The hens, or the females if you like, have very clean chins and have more of a rounded head shape too, so you might see that in a couple of the photos if you look closely. Oddly today, you know how we're saying it looks really good out there, today has actually been quite a slow day. There's been no breeze. It's been like this from dawn all the way through to now, which is about 6 o'clock now, so all through this whole area, and you can see out here behind me the Noisies, Waiheke in the distance, and over towards the Mohau Range right in the very end there, and further down in here of course you've got the volcano and Motatapu and the shipping lane. This whole area will become alive with fish. This whole area will become alive with fish over the next few months. And in saying that, it has been a little bit quiet today, and we've had the boat out today again, and it has been a little bit slower, but right now as we speak they're in the Tiri Channel enjoying a pretty steady bite. Now the sun's going down, it's that change of light. When things are a bit quiet, it pays to stick around a little longer. Even though we've been on the water from about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning and they've done okay, even though it's been slow, they're having their best shot at it right now. So fishing that change of light both early morning, that's why we leave early, to get you a good bite time, and then fishing the other end of the day is a really good thing to do. Keep that in mind next time you have one of those slow days, especially when it's still like this. I spoke last time about how it was you get a bit of northerly and you get a bit of chop in the fish bite. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about when you get one of these still days. Okay, rounding up. head towards Coromandel and the middle ground of the Gulf, south and north of Anchorite, that's the places to be. There's also fish in 50 metres out off Lee and up the Parkery Beach area there. It's another place to be. I would certainly start looking around the top of Horn Rock and sort of 50 or 60 metres through there, and I would certainly start looking south of Horn Rock towards that Colville Channel because of that natural spill and the natural ground that's there. Top of the Firth is also worth a look, and along the back end of Waiheke, or the northern side of Waiheke, is definitely worth a look if you're coming from Auckland. So some key areas to really start targeting your efforts on. And just quietly, in behind Tirri there, in about 45 metres, there's been a lot of bait fish. It hasn't even left this winter, so a lot of pilchers there. There's a lot of bait fish in Wangaproa Bay. In between Carwell and Anchorite, there's a lot of bait fish there still. So all those areas, it's looking pretty good. So any day now, things are going to kick off and all the snapper experts will be back into it. I might go home and chuck a couple of snapper in the Bradley smoker. That's what I'm thinking I might do. Before I do, if you go to the Marine Day Out site, the Marine Deal site, and see their Marine Day Out, we have a promotion on there at the moment. We've extended our $99 special for one more week. You can buy these vouchers, and the voucher will actually extend out till November, beginning of November. So we've actually done you a hell of a service there by giving you a day's fishing trip, 10-hour fishing trip for 99 bucks. Check that out at Marine Day Out. The other thing you need to do is go to topcatch.co.nz. The Ilex squid is on special. The salmon burley should be in all the stores by about now. If not, then it'll certainly be next week. The salted samar has been going really well. It's a really greasy bait. I love it when I'm burleying up. They've also got some South African pilchards on special as well. And what was the other thing I picked up there today? Oh, you might have seen my little sea bill lure I had that had the coloured dye inside it. It was quite small. It was only about 30 grams, and I was complaining I couldn't get it down and grab one of those today. 70 grams. That's got to get you down in the Gulf. Anyway, this is Damo. This is the end of another Top Catch bait and tackle fishing report. The sun is going down. I'm about to chuck some fillets in the Bradley for about 4 hours and crank them. I'm going to eat them tomorrow. And you can catch us on Facebook at Diversity-Fishing, and you can catch us at www.charterconnection.co.nz. Check out the Top Catch website as well, and check out this awesome evening. Damn.